Good day to everybody out there. Is see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water, and just out here at the land right now. Uh, just excited, man. A lot of joy. It's been um, it's been an interesting last couple days. I've been here since Monday. As you can see outside here, can you see up there? There's a coconut palm over there, and also if you guys could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be great for me. Trying to get this camera to situate. So yeah, I'm here at the land, man. It's still trying to process it and take it all in. It's beautiful out here, beautiful, and I'm glad you guys are here with me. You know, to see this from the beginning to the end. I know I could probably do that. Give you guys a small tour real quick. I would do it by foot, but really, let's see. I don't have my gear on. I'd rather have my gear on. If I had my gear on, I'd walk a little bit. I don't really want to deal with none of that. I'm not really accustomed to snakes or whatever, so I'm not going to let that deter me from doing this land. I just wasn't prepared when I came out here for that. At least right now. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do y'all think about what you've seen so far, that I've shown so far? What would you like to see more of? I'd like to kind of do more of that too, because it may pique my interest. If it makes sense to me, I'll do more of it, and if I have time. But yeah, it's just educational every day. Every day is educational here. All the natural resources that'll be reutilized and incorporated into our daily structure when it comes to growth. I'm very, very excited about planting my first fruit tree, even though we already have plenty of mango trees here, several coconut trees, and several other many apples and limes and plantain, banana. What else we got? We got some other things in there. Cahoon palms, you can make oil out of that. It's an abundance of fruit out here. Cilantro, ginger, cassava. I don't necessarily eat all those things, but they grow. You got gumbo limbo. That's a herb that the guy said his mother was using during her cancer treatment. And it's funny because I got some at the house here that I got from Dr. Sabi's son, Victor Bowman, at www.bolingobalance.com. I like those products. But anyway, this is this will have, I can grow my own herbs now. I can eat my own herbs from here. I don't really have to order them anymore. That's another beautiful thing about this. I get to order my own. I'm just amazed. I'm in amazement. I should have been looking for an electrical car. An electrical bike. But there's a few cars I saw for sale. I got to give them a call and see what they are going for. Because I want to get a car. I want to do more traveling around Belize. Although, I don't necessarily need one initially because, my goal is to stay planted right here for the foreseeable future. My goal is to stay right here for the foreseeable future. And then, once things become a little bit more, I'm going to say at least 18 months in regards to the project here, at least in 18 months, just to kind of get everything kind of in a space to where now we have some motion in regards to production of certain fruits and our vegetables producing consistently and our herbs producing consistently, and having a good set team around you that's making sure that things are growing to that capacity that you have for yourself, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. That's pretty much what I'm doing. You know, and you're seeing this shit done in real time. You're seeing it done in real time. I like this new camera. Like the video, hit the like button. Also share the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Even if you don't subscribe, hit the like button. It's okay. You ain't gotta subscribe. I know it takes a little time, but hit the like button. That works for me. It's gonna be, I have to get someone to do a line around the whole property, like, just kind of clear it, so you're establishing that boundary without the actual visible fence. You know what I'm saying? Keep that updated periodically, just because. But my main focus is in aesthetics right now. My main focus is getting my house here. My house will be here next Wednesday. Next Wednesday morning, house will be here. I think the same day the solar guy is coming in. I know the well people. Like, I'm so, like, shit is happening in real time. Y'all know how it is. Y'all out there that make sure y'all handling y'all business, y'all know how it is when shit always can changing, and it's just what it is, man. You just gotta roll with the punches, and continue to pivot. But yeah, I like the front actually. It's got this little hedge in the front where you really can't see back here. I'm gonna keep that. Plant some nice botanical plants in the front, in the entrance, to kind of have some type of, not necessarily decor, because I don't really care about that right now, but just to clean it up a little bit where they bulldozed it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's just a lot of different ideas that I got right now. It's a lot of different ideas. Like, my mind ain't even on really making no money right now with this. My mind is on building this up and making sure it get the care and love that it needs every day to build the soil and, give back to the earth and to the people here. But, that's essentially what I'm trying to do here. Build this shit up. We're going to build it up. I shouldn't say build this shit up. Build this land up with an abundance of fruit trees and vegetables and herbs and houses where people can come and rent, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know where I want to go with that yet, but it's just an idea that I've been seeking. I don't know if I want to wait to find more quality houses and work for less, since I have a lot of lumber here. You know what I'm saying? Or do I want to get mine custom built right now, which isn't the highest quality, by the same builder, you know what I mean, and put that bread into that? Or should I just, like I said, get a mill and my tools and my everything and get it done like that? You see what I'm saying? Like, I could probably save a lot of money like that if I get the right relationships, and get the equipment and the tools. But I don't know, it's just a few different ideas. But that's the only thing I've been thinking about as far as like monetizing, like the rental houses. And that's not even going to be like, I'm gonna price them at a space to where you're gonna pay if you want to come. This isn't like you can come and stay here for $30 a night type shit. You're not doing that here, even though you might be able to go do that shit somewhere else. Not here, baby. It's just, I don't want just anybody around me, and it's just the way it's going to be. But we're going to see all of that unfold. The rainy season is coming, and the car's driving really slow. The rainy season is coming. So I don't know how much work they actually do in the rainy season, or if they kind of just hit and miss and take off for a few months because they know it's going to be a downpour. And I know sometimes, like some months is where it's just like, they say it's like constant rain, and then you got some months where, if you've ever been to Miami, it might rain for 30 minutes and then it stops and gets really hot again, and then it'll rain like 2 hours later for an hour and a half or whatever, and then it stops, and then it gets really sunny again. That's the type of shit that goes on here. If y'all live in tropical climates, y'all know that. And living in Los Angeles for the last 11 years, for me, I didn't really get to see much rain. As you could tell with all the fires and shit that just happened, but I didn't get to see much rain, so I haven't really lived like, I grew up on the East Coast, and we had rain all the time, or lots of times, not all the time. So I'm used to rain in the sense, but for the last 11 years, I haven't really seen rain that way. So now I have to get used to it. Like today when I came in here, since it just got finished yesterday, and it's all mud, or not mud, but dirt and topsoil, or whatever it is. It turns into mud when it rains, and it drizzled today this morning when I came up here. And then I could barely get to the back, but I got back there. I got a video for y'all. That's probably already be out by the time y'all see this. But I'm gonna go back there again. But yeah, that road, I was slipping and sliding. I wasn't even trying to go that fast. Like, I guess it was too fast to where the wheels weren't catching traction. You know what I'm saying? Not to the extent that I would have liked them, because it was a little bit more sliding than I would have cared for. But talk to me in the comments. Also, like the video, share the video, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get this out to these cats I don't want to say these cats. Y'all got to get this video out there. You know, we trying to grow. We're trying to grow and show that we can grow our own food organically without chemicals and pesticides. You do need some attention to detail. You do need to have some attention to your crops if you're going to do it like that. And I'll be learning. There'll be a lot of mistakes. But I'm just showing you that you don't have to have everything figured out in order to get started. A lot of people feel like you have to have a checklist of everything that's going to go happen, and shit still go wrong to me. But I can be one of those ones that figure it out on the fly and write it all down. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I don't have to have it all written down. Some people just wait for the perfect time to get started, or they wait until the right time. And it's never, the right time is now. I mean, yeah, you can't make stupid risks, but as long as you think that shit out of where you need to and implement and act, because that's the only way things are going to get accomplished. Not writing them down and just leaving them there. Getting shit done, and then, if you can't write it down first and you have to get it started, start it, and then start writing shit down. Oh, I can't forget this. Or I got to do this. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do. Everybody is different and learn differently. We know this. So let's not act like we all pick up things at the same pace. Shit, it took me 3 times to go to fucking jail before I got it together. And look at me. You know what I'm saying? For drugs. Selling drugs. Petty drugs that they selling out the fucking store. Rite Aid and shit. Or whatever, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's perspective. But I'm here now. And I'll never forget that shit. Never. Because I don't ever want to go back. Ever. I love my freedom. And this right here, this is where it is. You don't fucking grow, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this place is going to evolve to, y'all. I don't. This is a chapter in my book. And I'm just beginning. There's a bird. I need to get some binoculars. I think that's a cardinal. Actually, I don't know. A woodpecker. That's what the guy said a few days ago. Maybe that's what that is there. I don't know. I can't really tell. He's in them street. I like to get some binoculars. But did I turn this on? I didn't turn this on, did I? Did I turn this on? Wow. I didn't even have this on. Oh well. We got it now. And I've been going for 15 minutes. Should I go for another 15 minutes more? I can go for another 15 minutes more. I'd also like to get some ideas from people who garden out there on gardening. Like when what you guys see going on here is a living, breathing transformation of land done by a beginner. so y'all could see the wins, the losses, the get backs, everything. Why this mango wasn't growing, then we had to do this to get it together. Everything. Why we couldn't get none of this to grow. Everything. So everything that I feel like, it's what else? Why not? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have it all figured out at once. Take a chance. And it doesn't have to be this big of a parcel of land. It could be something that's a half acre, quarter acre. People are doing things like even with that small lot that I had in Daytona Beach, Florida. That was a really small lot. I think that was like 3,000 and some square feet. The house was little over 800 square feet, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. And I'm sure you could have grown a tremendous amount of food back there. You don't have to have a whole big area. Of course, it was Florida, so you get the sunlight and rain, but grow in your house. I like to eat clean. This is why I do stuff like this. And you're giving back to the earth. You're building the soil. This is where everything comes from, the soil. Trees, we get, it produces oxygen, whatever scientific and however they want to word it, but that's where our oxygen comes from. So I'm happy to plant more. And the way this is set up, I can do the permaculture method in a way that they talk about because of the canvas of trees. Everything is really tall and has the shade, and you start pruning and using those leaves and sticks and branches for mulch and putting it around the roots of the base of the root of the tree and letting that sit there and use it as compost. And like, this setup is perfect for that. So I'm beyond excited. It's inexplainable. I can't wait to wake up in the morning or the rising and I can't wait to wake up in the rising and just listen to the birds and any other animal that I can't even think of. Listen, you can hear the birds now. That's all you hear. I can't wait to get some bird food. Look, there's one right there. I can't wait to get some bird food. Keep the birds over here. This shit is so fucking incredible. Like, y'all gotta understand. 6.5 years of the life gone from society and to come to this. Yeah, we worked our way up. It's been 13 years since I've been home. Since 2012. I came home in 2012. May, on home confinement. And my dad got me this job at this retail spot because this girl that worked there, or this lady. And I got in and I just started, I had to be home anyway. So I felt like, fuck it, I'm just gonna work here. And certain things got under my skin because they wouldn't consider me for a promotion because I had that box on. Or whatever, the probation, I don't know what it was. But I ended up getting another job at another retail spot and then getting another job at another retail spot. So I was working 3 retail jobs. And I think I tried the chicken plant somewhere in between there. That shit took a day for me to stay, not even a day. I think maybe a couple of times I went to the chicken plant. I don't even remember I can't remember. Maybe I did it once. I tried to do the chicken plant. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I couldn't do it. My uncle was working there. And I went to work with him that morning. I couldn't do that shit. I think I called an Uber home. I don't know. I think I called my grandma to pick me up because I came home. I didn't have no license. And my grandmother was giving me, did she give me a pickup truck? I think she gave me a pickup truck or something. I can't remember. But I ended up having to go through a DUI course because I had a DUI from years before. I think I had a DUI course. If this was, I don't know if it was this bad or before. Either way, I didn't have any driver's license. So I was just catching her work every day with my grandmother taking me back and forth to work. She let me stay at her house. And I utilized her room, for shelter. And she cooked me breakfast every morning. Every morning she cooked me breakfast. It was crazy to think of all that shit she was feeding me. Thank you, Grandma, if you're watching this. Love you. Of course, I know that food ain't good for me now. But every morning I would have a plate before I go to work, or even if I didn't go to work. And I worked, I think I got my license. I don't remember when I got my license, but I came home home confinement that May, and then August, I think the real estate classes started to be a real estate agent. Because that's what I thought I wanted to do with my life. I thought I wanted to be an agent. But I realized quickly that that's not really what I wanted to do. So I started to get my real estate license in August. I took the class. I don't know how long that took, a couple months, passed the exam. It was a whole bunch of shit that went on. But I ended up getting an agent position. And, I started to work my way from there. Like I always wanted to go get it. You know what I mean? And certain things happened where they try to take my license because of my record. And in the process of that, I ended up going to Los Angeles. So to back up, my felonies came up after they gave me the license. So I go in front of the real estate commission because you may say, well, I got a felony. No, you can still get a fucking license. Some felons can't, depending on what it is. Like if you got shit where you can't be trusted in their eyes, it's called like, what is it? Certain burglaries, robberies, larceny, things where you got charges where you're thieving, and taking shit. They're not giving you a license. Now, drug charges like I had, they'll give you a license, maybe a DUI or something like that, assault. But in regards to you taking something, no, you're not going to go get your license. So, and I wouldn't say you can't go get them. It may just be some work to go get it. It's red, it's clear cutting in their wording what they mean. Don't mean you can't go get it because you may be special. Sometimes it be them cases. Anyhow, they tried to take my license. Actually, did they take them? They made me give up 2 lists. I was just fresh in this business. Like, trust me, I wasn't even in this business for 60 to 90 days. I had 2 listings. Not the greatest of listings, but not the worst either. And I had to give those listings to another agent in the office or back to the broker. And then they made me like just relax until this hearing came through, because I had to go through a hearing so they can decide on whether I was going to keep my license or not. So I ended up going to the hearing, and they voted for me to have the license and keep them. I think 2 people voted against me. 2 people voted against me. But I ended up keeping the license because I think it was a panel of 7 or 9. I can't remember. Anyhow, kept the license, and I ain't gonna front. It kind of, once I went to LA and I came back, I was looking for something new at that point. And not only that, you follow your heart, and yeah, people you love, and you make those sacrifices and make the best of them. So what I'm trying to get at here is, you don't have to have it all figured out to get what you want to get accomplished right away. And then from there, it went to getting out there and grinding, transfer my retail job over there, got hired at Nicki on Rodeo Drive my first day, and started to work it from there. Started to work towards getting my real estate license, getting in with real estate agents. As I was trying to get in as an assistant, like with a high-end joints, like people, like everybody that had the $25, $30 million listings, I was going at their neck trying to get interviews, and, of course those people already got, I didn't know. I'm just like going at them, like thinking I can just get somebody to give me, I had a few interviews with some top ones. But they never gave me the job. I got this one lady, she took a chance on me at the Rodeo Realty. And she had me as an assistant. She was very, very on it. And she knew what she wanted. She told me what she wanted, and I did what she wanted. I was her employee. And then I got hired with this other person, this guy, and he was kind of new into the business. And we would door knock. We got a listing like that, door knocking. But he was kind of more reserved. She was different. She was more like on it. He was more reserved. He didn't really need. I don't think he really needed the bread, to be honest with you, the money, but. He definitely, we definitely worked for a little bit. He paid me. Never had a problem with her paying me either. But we did some door knocking, me and him. She would have me just doing office shit. Like, it was really difficult for her to I would just go in the office and do little shit. She was older. This guy was younger. He was probably I think he was 40 something. In his early 40s. Late 30s, I don't even remember. But old lady, she was older. Anyhow, you gotta grind. That's what it was. It was a grind. Just continuing to not give up. You know what I'm saying? And then I got in with this guy who put a Craigslist ad out, and he was looking for an assistant loan officer that he was willing to pay to learn how to be his assistant and loan officer. Not loan officer, but loan processor. Basically his assistant. And I started off doing filing shit, and then it became a little bit more computer stuff and processing, and then I got my license, and I was able to sell apartment buildings and 5 units and anything commercial. All you have to have is a real estate license in California to sell commercial real estate, or to provide loans for commercial buildings. So that's what I did, the commercial part initially, and then I got a real estate license, and I wanted to do shit in open houses. I think I was on my way. I was on my way, but I did the loan officer thing, and that's what kind of opened my eyes to how the money worked and how people weren't trying to do it by themselves. They were working in groups, and they were working together. And they were buying apartment buildings under one company with 6 or 7 or 4 different entities under that one company working together. And I'm just like, oh, you don't have to do it by yourself. You can work with others and get this done. People that, see what you got going on. If you have the idea or a vision that you want to do with real estate, people will put that up if you know what you're doing and how to do it. And what I'm seeing is these guys know what they're doing and how to do it, and that's what they were doing. So I'm like, it's partnership time, trying to get involved with people that actually want to see you win and understand your vision. And I was like, you got to get properties. This is what you got to do. And not at that time I didn't know, and be the lender. But at the time, at the direct lender. At the time I didn't know that, or the originator of the loan. But no, I was like, man, shit, I can get the money like this where I don't have to meet the client, because I didn't really want to meet people like that. I got business. I got business just on the phone. Like, real estate agents, you got to really do a lot of showing of houses before people are actually going to buy. Like, you never know when people are going to buy. People coming to you for loans. They know what they want. They want money. Can they qualify? Yes, no. Go on about your business. So it's different kind of ball game. You were getting paid right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Once you got the loan done. But that's where I went towards. I went towards the loan business and doing a few commercial deals when it comes to real estate. No, I didn't do any commercial deals. I'm sorry. But that's what I did, the loan business. And the loan business is what taught me how to do the thing with the, in regards to just how to work together, and how the money was working and what they were doing, and how they were getting money. So it was just an eye-opener thing for me. And I try to bring it to my friends that I grew up with, quote unquote friends. And, everybody don't really want to, nobody, I don't know, people just be in their own world. So you got to let them do what they do, and you got to continue to prosper. And that's what I did. I continued to prosper because, life, unless you were born with people directing your life and telling you what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and what you're going to go to school for, I mean, y'all understand how it is. It's just different. Shit been changing and turning, and you think you're going to do this, and then it turns, and then you're going to do that, and you think you're going to do it this way. You think you want to be a real estate agent. That ain't what you want to do. A loan officer. Now you want to do a loan officer. Now you want to be real estate investor. You want to be a real estate investor. Now you want to be a real estate lender, where you're buying and providing owner financing for people that want loans. And you don't want to do that. Now you want to just sell the notes. And it's just like, now you want to farm. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have been evolving and changing. I didn't go to school for anything in particular. I didn't go to school to be an environmental scientist or a product design, whoever. See, none of that shit. Business. I didn't do none of that. Well, this experience, living off experience, the locks. And now we here, baby, sitting in Belize, under the trees. I'm gonna give y'all another tour, but right now this shit is like mind-blowing. Mind fucking blowing. And I'm here. And I thank y'all for tuning in with me. We 32 minutes in. Like the video. If you're still here, like the video. Listening to me rant. Listening to me talk. And just listening, having me a part of your day. Because you could be doing anything else. Hopefully I'm giving you some value. And some parts of me. Which is valuable if you want to invest your time in me. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot to do here. And one thing I'm going to do is make sure I'm crossing my T's and dotting my I's. Excuse me. I don't want to be doing too much fucking up. I don't want to be moving too fast. When it comes to once I get the house in. Everything I'm doing right now, fast. I just got here Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, we got this done. Tomorrow, today, I kind of assessed some things. Spent a little too much time on the phone a while ago. Not really too much time, but, we're assessing some things today. Let's put it like that. Tomorrow, still, because I don't have this phone on cellular, so I still have to let's see. I still have to damn, I lost my train of thought. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. This camera got all messed up. Anyhow, man. I'm just going to win with this. You got to think like that in life. You're going to win against all odds. And I don't have the odds against me here. I don't. God is in my favor. God is in my favor. God is in your favor. God is in my favor, man. Ain't no other way. So, not only can you have faith, you have to put in the work. You have to book the flights. You have to book the hotel reservations. You have to book the car reservations. You have to pay these people for their time. If you want to get on things, get the fuck on it. Make the phone calls. Pick the phone up. Make the email. Make that purchase. Read that book. I don't have none of my books with me. I don't read them as much as I should. I'm getting ready to get back into it. I got a little bit of time. I don't have like, you should at least get a couple hours of reading in a day. I ain't gonna front. I don't do it. There was a long period of time I was getting there a couple hours a day in, at least. But it was law stuff, which is what governs our lives, pretty much. Law. If you don't know how to move through the law, then you don't know how to move through a life, pretty much. You're just moving around because someone's giving you directions. So that's something I've been working on, law, learning equity, and just a different branch of the law, and trying to brush up on it, or not trying, but basically brushing up on the Constitution and learning that, and just adding more layers. And who would like to learn some Spanish? Because I'm going to start looking for someone like this Spanish, because I want to get this Spanish language. I have to get it. There's no way I can die without learning how to speak Spanish. I have to. So I'm going to find a Spanish class around here somewhere in one of these places, or even if it's whatever distance. I have to find a class for, if it's a certain amount of weeks or whatever it is, I have to find one. And that's what I'm going to do. And right now I'm just talking out loud with y'all. Yeah, I'm just on this video. It is what it is. A lot of y'all done tuned out by now. It's all good. But I would have liked to retain your attention. So, you know, sorry if I went to I ain't sorry. I shouldn't say it like that. I'm not sorry if I said something that made you give up on what I'm saying. I'm not. This is my life. I don't have to be sorry for that. You know, but I thank you for continuing to keep rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Look how beautiful this is. Like, let me give y'all a little view of that. Look at that. Look at that. You're surrounded by life. You're surrounded by life, baby. That palm tree. Cahoon palm. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, like, we got the keys, baby. That's what Khaled said. I got the key. Oh, that was Future on Khaled's album. I mean, look, I like to keep up with the celebrity gossip and all that shit. I ain't got no Wi-Fi right now, and I can't really, so I'm tapping in at the restaurants. That's restaurants. I'm tapping in at the restaurants. I better, you know, it's the NBA playoffs. It's all good. This is my playoffs right here. You know, let's just start saying in my head, yes, we're gonna win. Yes, we're gonna win. Y'all gonna win with me. I know eventually some of y'all that'll watch this video will probably come get one of the cabins for a couple weeks or whatever y'all want to do, for y'all to vibe out and get some of this good fruit that we got here, and coconuts, and, you know what I'm saying? Come get a glimpse of Belize. That's what you want to do. You know, we'll provide that service for you. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually we'll meet. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know who's watching this who will do that, but somebody will say, yo, I saw your video. All right, cool. Blessings. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. You know what I mean? Enjoy your stay. We outside with it. And we working. And we continuing to keep growing and nurturing. And providing this food that's going to nourish our bodies. And shedding a lot of dead weight. Working on the mind, the breathing, the exercising. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that, like, let's just be honest here. All of this work is exercise. Moving around and I'm not going to be physically doing a lot of the things, but when you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing some things. I mean, I've done a garden before. You know, planting some trees. Yeah, of course I'm going to plant some trees. Learn how to do some of that stuff myself. Actually, a lot of it myself. I know how to grow from seed. I've done that before. I've never grown a fruit tree from seed. So that is something that I like to do, is grow a fruit tree from seed and get that done. I know how to throw seeds in the ground, sow them, and them to sow it, you know, and they grow. So I don't have that problem. Now, the things I'll have to learn is what herbs are going to keep the pest away, how to put the fence up around it, how much sunlight to get, you know, this for the food, you know, for the herbs and basically my lettuce and tomatoes and all that stuff. How much sun should they get per day? You know, what kind of fence to put around the garden area so predators aren't getting in? What herbs are kind of, so, you know, these are things that we'll learn over time, either with experience or through people like y'all giving us the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it's about. Each one teach one. Yeah, you may not have this enough, and you may have. But if you have the knowledge, shout it out. Shit. Because I'm giving y'all gems right now. I'm shouting it out. Holla in the comment section. Also, if you still here 40 minutes in, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Yes. Yes. This is going to be and the foundation is growing the soil and planting fruits, vegetables, herbs, other perennial like crops and trees and stuff like that. Goats, chickens, possibly a cow or two. Maybe not. I don't think there's enough here for the cow. Maybe a pig, some pigs. I don't know. Lamb. Sheep. I'm sorry, sheep. They saying it's a market here for that. We're going to explore all options with this. We're not leaving any stone unturned. Any. We're going to mind our fucking business, stay out of niggas' faces, work the people that we do work with. Excuse my language. If y'all don't agree with the way I just spoke, excuse me. But we give him respect. We're going to be adults. And I don't want to have no knuckleheads around me at all. Nobody that's on some bullshit. I don't want you around me. Stay over there with that. Brother came into the yard yesterday. Guy who stays down the road. And just comes up the driveway. And you know, my first, like, I would say something smart and slick. But I didn't take that approach. Because I'm there with the worker. The guy who's doing the driveway and another guy doing the demolition or whatever, you know, the moving. And this guy just comes up to the road. Comes up the road. You know. How can I help you? Oh, no, I'm just saying about the work. Cool. And that's what he really wanted to talk to that guy. But we kind of talked to each other, and he has a little over 11 acres not too far from me where he grows food. He's had his property for the last 3 years. And 2.5 of that, he's grown avocado from seed that is bearing fruit, which I think is incredible. That lets me know his soil is great. He seems to think my soil is good. I appreciate his compliment. But he has proven that his shit is fertile with, what I say, avocados that you've grown in 2.5 years and they're bearing fruit. That's amazing. So it was good to speak to him. He bought his property from the same owner that sold me mine, or the same guy that sold me mine. So that was an interesting conversation. He had a couple dogs. I like to get a dog, definitely a dog, a two, definitely one. I gotta get one, and then possibly a second one, depending on my time. And I got time, but it's just like dogs are very, very. They need attention too. And 2 of them, with all this shit going on, but 2 of them, I don't know. We'll see. I got to see what kind of dogs I can get. It would be nice to get some German Shepherds. You know, although I know that they come in banned in some countries. I don't know, any dog that's kind of going to alert me when somebody's coming through, that's good. I don't really, at least have some type of protection on you. It's a new country. You don't know nobody. You know, I just trying to deal with good people, and that's it. Good people. You doing some fuck shit, you gotta get away from me. I gotta get away from you. Because most of my time will be spent here, on this land. Once I get this Wi-Fi tightened in, I'm not going nowhere. Where am I going? The work is done, gotta get done here. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody gotta be coming to do something. Or, you know, we gotta be planting this over here. Like, yeah. This is never going to be a day off over here. We're going to always have content to give y'all. This shit is going to be like a fucking TV show. You know what I'm saying? And only my followers and subscribers and viewership will understand what I'm doing. The ones that actually know and have done it. You know what I'm saying? We here for everybody. The positive people, the negative people, we here for everybody. We want to smoke with everybody. Shit. Kanye running around here acting like that? Fuck y'all. Excuse me. Not excuse me. Kanye running around here acting like that? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care what you say. That man can do what he do and people still follow him and pay for his product so he could take care of his family and live at a high level. And he's saying what he... I ain't got time for that shit. What? Think I'm gonna hold my tongue about what the fuck I want to do? And say and be and do? And people not going to love me? No, people going to love you for who you are. People are going to love you. If you're providing value, people feel like that man provides them value. Yay. The blogs got him in every fucking headline. Now, the major corporations, I don't want to say major corporations. I don't think the major networks are actually covering Ye like that. It's online, but everybody's online. And more people are online than it is in the United States. So he's on a global fucking level. You can move on a global. We are moving at a global level, international. But he could say what he wants to say and do what he... Yes, he's built himself up to have that kind of money, but he is also willing to sacrifice that shit. And if this is all some game and play where he's doing this because they're paying him to do this, then okay. And you just here to distract motherfuckers, then that's something different. But if he's really talking this shit like this to be like, and still relevant, motherfuckers keep saying he's doing this because he ain't relevant. He needs clout. What? Kanye needing that? And I don't know. Maybe to feed his own mind, but to pay, I don't like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know for me, to see him do that, it's like, man, fuck, we living free over here. Doing whatever the fuck we want to do. And if you don't support it, you don't support it. You just don't. And if you do, listen, thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Because if I can give you something where you can take your life to the next level or break out of a rut that you're in right now and grow and level up and prosper, not to be chasing no fucking carrot, but to get to a place of happiness, internal peace. I'm not there. So I'm trying to get there. Y'all are going to see that. And maybe what I do may help someone get to their internal peace. Oh, we see him do. Come on now. This is the real time shit. This is the real life TV. All of that reality TV. This is reality TV, motherfucker. We put in here who we want to put in here, and, you know, that is what it is. You see who you see, you don't see who you don't see. So we just rambling right now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all right with that because I'm on the land. I don't have nothing to do right now. It's 12:54. And when I don't say I have nothing to do, I don't mean like I don't have nobody telling me what to fucking do. I do have things to do. But we're talking right now. We're having a me and you discussion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah. You got to grab your life and take that shit by the horn. And start to move about how you want to move about. So you can get to where you want to get to. Because, you know, I'm retired early, baby. I retired. How did I retire? I don't go to work no more. What? Come on, man. Like, and I'm not fucking a super multi-millionaire. On paper. I'm not. So you can get to the level of freedom without having that like all that money. You just don't have to have it. That shit is for no, this isn't like a super off grid, got it from the mud, built everything by stick by hand and grimaced and got the sweat dripping. This isn't going to be that. Yeah, we're going to have our sweat dripping because it's just, everything here is like that. But we are going to build our shit from the fucking hands. So it's not going to be that. It's just going to be the concept of what that is. Right? On a better to where I'm comfortable because of what I've decided to, how I decided to live. And you say, well, you've been to jail for that. Yes, but I don't have to live in jail. I live out here. And if I had to live a particular way, then I would have to live like that. But I don't have to right now. So I'm going to build my house up and to what I feel is more comfortable for me. Even if it's small or not, it has to be comfortable for my build. I don't want to say it has to, but I would like to get my things that I was accustomed to when it comes to, if I want to watch a fucking Netflix, yes, let me watch that. If I want to do a live stream without having any hiccups, yes, let me stream that. If I want to upload without having to go to the local restaurant, yes, I need that. I don't really care for everything else. The beach is cool, great. I'm talking about like everything else from out. Actually, I'm talking about outside. I don't need all that extra shit. I don't. Cars and Rolexes and necklaces and a bunch of fucking assets. You got like cool. We cool on that. Yeah, we may still dabble when the time is right and the money is better. But right now, we are focused on building this land, and that's it. The money will come. That's just the way fucking life goes with me. I always create a stream of revenue or two or whatever. So, tap in. If I don't put like my entire life on YouTube, then I'll have a Patreon and put it on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? That way the people that really fuck with me can pay for fucking with me. And the ones that don't, they just get the I don't want to say they get the bullshit videos, but they get the videos that isn't showing the in-depth day-to-day like relationships, daily interactions. Yeah. It'll be a jungle. It'll work out the way it's supposed to work out. God gonna always make sure I'm good. Always. Always show up for me. Never took a day off. Even when I lost, they were learned lessons that I had to learn and correct. But I showed up, and he showed up. God showed up. So, when are you going to show up for yourself? And you got to congratulate yourself. For what? For showing up every day. Those of us that show up, we know what it is. We showing up every day, ready to tackle this shit. Like Warren Sapp. Yeah. So I'm ready to let y'all go. It's only 1 o'clock. I'm ready to let y'all get out of here. And I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of my day. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to probably figure out that restaurant right around the corner for me to see if I can get something to eat there and see if I can tap into their Wi-Fi, because that's a walk away. I don't even got to drive nowhere to get to the Wi-Fi. Then I could just walk. And I would spend most of my days there on my computer, getting a little something here and there, a little salad. Give me a couple cucumbers and tomatoes and some lettuce, and, help me out, at least until I move to the land. And even when I move to the land, I can go there because their land is 3.5 minutes from there. So it's just convenient. And I would like to tap in with my sister Delilah, Raw Fitness, on Instagram. She lives out here. She does the working out. And I'm a man. I don't think it really matters if you're a man or a woman, whatever. You're going to work out, you're going to put the work in, you're going to get your results. But someone would say, well, why would you want a woman trainer? It's not that I would want a woman trainer. I would want a woman trainer, but it would be, I like what she does. She definitely, it's all about the motivation for me. I don't really have to have a man trainer to get me ready. I don't have to have a woman trainer to get me ready. But I don't have to have any trainer to get me ready. Let's put it like that. I can do my own shit. But to catch that spark for maybe a 3-month period, I was thinking about possibly, utilizing her services to get my mind back right, so I could just do my own thing for several days a week. You know what I mean? If she's over that way and we just do that for, or whatever, or the online joint, or I go over there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was thinking about possibly getting involved with that and, just getting my mojo back. And then I would just go ahead and let her do her thing, and just we can build our little Belizean, United States relationship from there, you know what I mean? And maybe we could work, because they got their own little spot like me, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't say little, but, they have their spot as well, and however I can help, I will try to do that. However I can help, I will. Not as far as being there, but, just other things, wherever, however I can, but the goal is to try to just build that connection and that network of people that and you can trust in another land. Something goes wrong, you hear about it, and you could tell about it, and you could, be on a build network. That's what that's called, network. She's been here for years. And another sister over in further west, she's been here for a minute that I was connected to through another sister. So I'm thankful. And I haven't really reached out to neither one of them yet and let them know I was here. But I'm sure, Delilah, she follows me on Instagram, so she probably sees me making these movements here. Just seeing how I, because people come and people go. You know what I'm saying? People got dreams of saying they're going to do things and they don't achieve. So, am I just one of them blow-by nights? People don't know. So they like to kind of keep their distance and watch people from afar and, grow with their success and do their own success. You know what I'm saying? It's just not how life can be, man. People doing their thing. I wish people well everywhere, and if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. But I don't got no beef with nobody. There's a couple people I got issues with. There's a couple places I got issues with as well. And if I didn't take care of that in the courts, then it is what it is at this point. Maybe I'll go back around to it later. That's a whole nother conversation. We coming up on an hour. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.